it's Andrew with City Limits Homestead. Today, we are going to finish up the rain system. This is the add-ons video that I am doing. I've already added on one piece, which is, well, a couple pieces, which is the 4x4 underneath, so I can get rid of the bucket. I also added and fixed the way that things were going into the downspout here. I used a snap connector on that to get that taken care of, so it would go into that pipe. It's actually drainage tile that goes down there, so I went ahead and got that taken care of, so everything works the way I want it to work now for that piece. Today we are going to put on a sight tube on the one tank here, so I can see how much water is in it, and then we are going to do another overflow. We're going to do it down lower to allow it to cross over a little bit sooner than instead of having to wait until it gets all the way up there. So let's get this done. Please like and subscribe. Hit that bell up in the top corner there, so you get notifications of every time I post. I'm trying to post one once a week right now, minimum of 3 a month. So I know this project is taking a long time, but we're gonna wrap it up. It's gonna be done today, and then we can get going to the next one. Thanks, guys. Let's get to work. Now down here is where I'm gonna put my piece at. I'm gonna do the piece for my sight tube there. You saw the blue pieces down there. I broke mine away so I could have it down as low as possible. So I'm gonna drill that in, and then we'll go from there. Now, I cut those holes in earlier, and I haven't done anything with them yet. You can see the one right here. I did that for a couple reasons. One, I wanted to, when I do this hole, when I get that piece in there, I have to reach in and hold a wrench on it. So, yeah, so I did that. And the reason why I've got this up right now is because I'm gonna drill my hole through my plastic, and then I'm gonna find it and cut just a small slit in my cover. Now make sure you get your burr off of there, because we got to make sure that this is going to be watertight. Now what I got to make this watertight is I got a little rubber grommet. It goes in there, and when I put the washers on, the one washer on the inside with the bolt, or the nut, sorry, and then the brass piece will be out here, but it'll go through and everything will smash in, and it'll give me a good seal. Now you can see how I've got that in there. It's like having a rubber washer on both sides. That black plastic was from the first video. I wasn't sure if I was going to do the covers or not. So yeah, I cut a little bit of that black plastic. Kind of be careful, you can see, sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed, where the numbers are right here. If I would have been up just a little bit more, I would have had some problems. So yeah, just kind of be careful with it. Yeah, all right guys, you can see I got the sight tube on. A couple brass fittings, one up here, one down here at the bottom with some hose clamps. This here, it's whatever size hose you want to use. Just make sure you get the right size fittings. I got my fittings off of Amazon. I will put those in the link, or the link in the description of this video. Everything that I have used will be on here that I got off of Amazon. So sorry about the dogs barking. The neighbors are out. It's too nice of a day to keep everybody cooped up. So let's get back to work. You can see right here and also right here, I did put the another crossover system there. Had to take the one up top apart. Good thing I didn't glue it. On this lower side, I am gonna use Teflon tape. Gonna tape it on the fitting here. Now the reason why I'm using Teflon on here is because they are lower and I have more of a chance of this leaking. I would have liked to show a little bit more of me doing the sight tube, but I had to have my wife come out and help me. So, and she's not too keen about being filmed yet, so give her time. She'll probably come up and get used to it. I got the Teflon on there. You just put it on. Get it hand tight, and then I'll hit it with the wrench. Again, back with the oil filter wrenches. These things, I'll tell you what, they really help out. And honestly, I couldn't even tell you because I don't remember where I got them from. So, might be something that you guys just have to look up on your own on Amazon. But yeah, now since I got that all tightened up, got it all done down there. So right about, I want to say about 100 gallons, I'll start spilling over. The main pipe down here will equal things out as well. So I've got 3 ways to dump it into the tanks. To keep everything equalized and stuff like that, which will help out in the long run. Got everything lined up here to put in. I'm not gluing this yet because I'm hoping I don't have to, because I do move it around a little bit. If it starts leaking, I'll drain down and then I will go ahead and glue it, but we'll have to see when I get there. So I got them like that, got them set up, just smack them together now. So yeah, that gives me my sight tube and that extra piece there. We're gonna go ahead and I got some things figured up for this other end. If you remember in the one video, I think it was the last video, I'm gonna do some plumbing on it to send it over to my garden. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Also, I am going to put on the piece for the garden hose attachment. All right, guys, so what I got is another T, standard T, and then they've got these pieces that go in, and it's got a thread on the inside to where it matches up for the fittings that I've got for a garden hose. So I'm gonna glue these in to the T like so, and then I'm gonna put it on here kind of like that. I might keep it straight so it's a straight 90 down. I don't know yet, but I do know that I am going to dig out and go to the garden, and it's going to be 1.5 inches that's underground, and I'm just going to run a standard garden hose through there, so that way if there's any issues, it's easy to get it out and fix it. So that's how I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead and glue this up. Now remember, keep pressure on it for a little bit. Let that glue set in there. Here we go. We're about to figure out my decision. I think I'm going to do it like that. Something like that. So the garden hose can come up and actually hook onto it. So, yeah. We're getting there. Now with the brass fittings, I am putting Teflon on it, Teflon tape. Hoping that it helps it not to leak. So I'm doing that on all the brass. And then also I did buy a wrong piece, so we'll have to get the right part for that. But yeah, and I might just show you guys the idea with the piece that I got that's the wrong size, and then yeah, so you guys kind of know what's going on, and then I will just take care of it off camera. So yeah, I don't know yet. Get it all good and tight. You know, the good part about this, the way I'm doing this with for the going over the garden, is when I disconnect the garden, I can go ahead, have this open, so then I ain't got to worry about water coming through there, because, well, at the end of the season, when I'm done with everything, yeah, then I can open it up and I ain't got to worry about it freezing. Got my tape on. And the way I do these is I make sure that my valve goes with it, so I know, you know, the water's on, or you turn it off. So that's the way I do mine. Almost makes it dummy proof, but at the same time, it just kind of helps out a little bit more too. So now that I got it on there, I'll go ahead and put it on down here. So now I can hook up my garden hose, and I'll have a piece sticking up just a little bit out of the ground, maybe, so that way it's protected. And then, yeah, so that's the way that's gonna be. Now, I bought this piece, and okay, yeah, it would work if I were to do it this way, but the proper way for it is for this to go in, and it's too small. So I got to run up to the store, get that piece, so that way it's it'll work properly. You guys know what I'm doing with it. I'm not going to do it on camera. So pretty much you just put the Teflon on there, and then you thread it in. So I might end up doing a brass piece that goes in there, and then that has the inside thread of this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll figure it out. I did buy a couple Street 90s for my vent stacks there. Cleans that up a little bit better. And then also put this one up here. Prevents things trying to climb up and in there. I will put a screen in there or something, so it stops everything from going up and in there, and it just allows air to come out. All right, guys, I told you I probably wasn't going to show you how I came up with this for this section right here, but I had to get a couple different fittings. So I had to get a 3/4 to a 1/2 inch, and then I had to get a 3/4 to a 3/4 pipe thread to standard thread, I think it is. It's what I could find. So again, sometimes that's the nice part about living in the city, is that you can just run up to the store real quick and get what you need. So let's get this together real quick. And now, yeah, I'm not putting Teflon tape on this side of it with the coarser threads, because on the inside of this one, there's that O-ring. You don't need it if you got that O-ring, because it ain't supposed to leak around the O-ring. So it's quite simple. Just put this together here, like so. Yeah, I know some of my tools are gonna be a little bit overkill, but you know what? I didn't want to have to go buy a new adjustable wrench or another one just to get this done. So, because they're not cheap. But at least I know it's getting tight in there. So I got that. Let's go ahead and shove this in here, or thread it in. Alrighty. And then I put Teflon on that. And I didn't, like, yeah, I got it tight, but I know I can turn it some more. Because once I get this on here good and tight, I want to make sure that that spout is actually pointing down, not up. So, see right there, it's nice and tight. And if you notice, I'm putting pressure underneath of it. It's because all of this is just held on by those rubber boots on the inside here. So I want to keep a little bit of pressure so I don't rip it off there. But there we go. So now I've got a way to get it to the garden. I've got a way here to where when I get my rabbits, I might put a piece on here with a little piece of like the hose that's right here to fill up the water buckets for the or the water bottles for the rabbits. So yeah, overall, this is yeah, this is it. So I've got a way to get water out of it a couple different ways. All right, guys, I decided to make a change. I would rather, instead of it filling off of this first tank, I want it to fill off of the second tank, since that's where the sight tube is. I knew I was going to make this change shortly after I put it in that way. So I figured I'd throw this in on this video as well. All right, guys, what you can see now is I just put a 45 in it to go ahead and make the turn. I got to lower that side down by quite a bit. And then I will show you the trick that I have to hold things up. Ready for this? There it is. I took a 2-inch Y, heated it up, opened it up for me. Cut a little bit off of it, so that way the pipe will sit right inside of it. Now, I was looking for a 3-inch Y, or a 3-inch to a 2-inch Y. I could not find one, that's why I did this. If you could find a 3-inch, it might be better. So yeah, that way you don't have the burn marks. But yeah, that's my little trick. See how I did that? Get you kind of close to it. But yeah, so now that's supported all the way across. Got a good amount of, yeah. So now I'm just gonna glue everything up. All right, guys, my next video, because the ICB tote water storage is finally done, completely done. So yeah, that's the end of this series. But my next video, I am going to end up putting some block for a little step right here. I keep using the board to walk down there, and eventually I'm gonna slip and fall. So that, and with my parents coming around, if they want to come to the backyard, it makes it a little bit easier for them as well. So we'll level up the ground a little bit, put the block in, and yeah, we'll go from there. So if you like this video, this series, please like and subscribe. I ask you to hit that bell so you guys get the notifications when I'm putting up new content. We're going to be doing, like I just said, we're going to be doing more block. We're going to be working off the ICB tote all the way over to the garden. You know, that doing a watering system over there. I am going to be doing some welding on making a sleeve hitch for a 1968, I believe, is what it is. Simplicity Landlord. So yeah, like, subscribe, hit that bell button so you get the notifications. Thanks for watching, and have a good one from the City Limits Homestead.